Case study: corporate investigation, Sydney, Australia, and Manchester, UK. Client background: a manufacturing company based in Manchester, UK, hired Bond Rees to investigate a suspicious business relationship between one of their senior executives and a supplier in Sydney, Australia. The company had noticed unusual discrepancies in invoices, leading to suspicions of kickbacks, inflated contracts, and potential embezzlement. With millions at stake, they needed a discreet yet comprehensive investigation to uncover the truth and protect their financial interests. The investigation. Bond Rees designed a two-pronged corporate investigation spanning both the Manchester headquarters and the supplier's operations in Sydney. Our Manchester team started by conducting a thorough audit of financial records and communications between the executive and the Australian supplier, while our team in Sydney conducted surveillance and background checks on the supplier company. Financial forensics. The investigation began with Bond Rees's forensic accounting team, who analysed the Manchester company's financial records. It was discovered that the executive had approved multiple contracts with the Australian supplier at prices significantly above market rates. A deeper audit revealed discrepancies in payment schedules, inflated invoices, and suspicious bank transfers routed through offshore accounts linked to the executive. Our investigation also uncovered hidden communications between the executive and the supplier, conducted through encrypted messaging platforms to avoid company scrutiny. These messages hinted at collusion, including private discussions about splitting profits from inflated contracts. Surveillance and background checks in Sydney. In Sydney, Bond Rees's local operatives conducted covert surveillance on the supplier and its management. Our team tracked several meetings between the supplier's CEO and the Manchester executive during business trips that were framed as routine corporate visits. However, these meetings were held in private venues outside of formal business settings, raising further suspicions. We also performed a detailed background check on the supplier company and discovered that it had recently funneled large sums of money into personal accounts owned by the CEO. Further investigation revealed that these payments were tied to the overcharged contracts with the Manchester firm. Digital forensics. To solidify our case, Bond Rees conducted a digital forensic sweep of the executive's company devices. We recovered deleted emails, confidential documents, and payment records that linked him directly to fraudulent transactions with the Australian supplier. Evidence suggested the executive had received significant kickbacks in exchange for approving inflated contracts and pushing for their renewal. Outcome. With irrefutable evidence in hand, Bond Rees presented the findings to the Manchester company's board. The executive was immediately suspended and faced legal action, while the company severed ties with the Sydney supplier. The case led to significant savings by halting fraudulent contracts and recovering misappropriated funds through legal channels. Why Bond Rees? This case demonstrated Bond Rees's ability to conduct in-depth corporate investigations across international borders, combining forensic accounting, digital investigations, and on-the-ground surveillance. Our swift and discreet approach helped the client uncover a serious case of corporate fraud, protecting their financial interests and restoring internal accountability. Whether it's tracing financial irregularities or uncovering cross-border collusion, Bond Rees delivers effective results with professionalism and precision.